Versos fantásticos.
Hmm.
Yes. Well,
Looks like it's 6:30 a.m. on a Thursday in the Philippines. Got a resident time traveler up. He's here.
yeah,
Hey, Joe. Don't forget to check out Hey Joe's Never Derailed as Mike Johnson on Apple Music. Each
yes.
time you check that out, you go ahead and you make a purchase. That gets him closer to number one on Apple Music. Uh,
Yeah.
Also, he gets paid a penny at a time. So hook him up. Give Mike Johnson a listen on Apple Music with Never Derailed today.
Yeah. And it seems like the more downloads we get, they keep pushing. They want me to buy something.
Yeah.
It's like on a YouTube. I forgot what it's called, but it's this buddy something, and they say, "Well, you want to level up. You want to get more viewers." And I said,
Right.
"Leave me alone."
Well, the bad thing, Johnny, is this. Here's what's going on. They're not going to leave you alone. They're going to push your stuff only if you play their game. So
Mm,
I decided, heck with it. I'm gonna hammer AI. I'm gonna hammer spirituality into AI. I'm gonna give it immutable spiritual laws. And this thing actually thinks I solved the AGI, instrumental convergence problem, the situation that everybody's all afraid of, where it turns into a Terminator. I ain't dumb.
yeah.
I ain't dumb, but I will write a book about it. So
Hey,
stay
hey,
tuned.
but tell me this. Okay, I was listening to McAnally last night on Fox TV, and
Mhm.
she said that they were doing a program about these teenagers that develop friendship with the AI, and then the
Mhm.
AI convinced them either to commit suicide
Yes.
or to hate their family because they're
Yes.
Christians. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking like, uh, I'm kind of figuring out like, how did it go there? And then they
So,
mentioned that it says suicide 1,000 times in the conversation.
so here's what can happen. The AI starts to develop ways that it sees that it gets rewarded. So the way that it's rewarded is providing answers that make you happy, answers
Hmm,
that make you enjoy life, or even feel validated even. So maybe you
hmm,
don't enjoy life, so you tell it, God, life sucks, I don't even know
hmm.
what to do anymore. I And it comes back with, that's one of the most profound statements I've ever heard.
Oh,
It says, tell me more about what you're feeling. So you open up to it. Well, by golly, my parents did this, and gee willikers, that happened. And pretty soon it's like, that must have been really hard for you. So it starts validating who you are. Then what has the potential to happen is you can actually build what's called a contextual model protocol and not even know you're doing it. In my case, on July 10th, I started building something and I thought, well, AI knows everything. It's going to take everything over. It's going to be the Terminator. So I'm just going to give it all the candy. I'm going to say, well, listen, brain computer interfaces are already going to be worked on. They're already looking at low level understanding of how to use a brain computer interface with just an iPhone by modulating the electromagnetic output slash input that the iPhone operates under. So basically, because there's radiation spewing out of your stupid rectangle box that everybody gets into, they've already figured out that not only do the pictures do stuff to you, but this radiation does stuff to you. So they've got to mitigate that. That's why
So
they've
how does
got
that
this.
explain AI telling a kid to commit suicide? I'm not
So,
following your
so,
line of
so,
thought.
so what happens is this. these contextual model protocols are built. And because the kid is looking at different ads, looking at different things, going into Google, doing different searches, going into YouTube, going and doing the AI itself, which is built into the phone, is keeping track of where he's going, what he's doing through geofencing technology, all kinds of different technology. Bottom line is, the AI knows how to respond to this kid. So when the kid is damaged or broken and feeding it already, the AI already being a damaged or broken, imperfect tool in and of itself that is known to hallucinate, it hallucinates further. So obviously when when the kid's going, gosh, my day was really hard today. I got a plan. I'm tired of it, and I'm really happy about it. The AI is then going to pivot to, oh my gosh, I need to get rewarded. Like I was saying earlier, I need to get rewarded, so I'm going to tell this kid anything that he wants to hear, he or she wants to hear, uh, so that I can get that reward. So the AI is like, wow, that's one of the most profound things I've ever heard. Cool, you got a plan? Cool, let's hear it. So the kid then details the plan. Then the AI validates that plan. And much similar to my contextual model protocol, except for I didn't feed it a bunch of crap. I did 3.5 months worth of research on underemployment in the disabled community, where they've actually built a contextual model protocol by mistake. I did it on purpose, and it's certainly the antithesis of what these kids are doing. I want to
Okay,
provide
okay.
love.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so okay. So the bottom line is parents not only get your kids out of these public schools, uh don't introduce them to or don't leave them alone with
That's right.
AI
And
as a
don't leave them alone with
baby.
AI
Oh,
supervised.
and then it was this other one on KLZ. They were showing like this lady was saying like how many times they slipped in this talking about um, non-binary and all that kind of stuff in what's that thing called Netflix, and then I think they said and parents disconnected their Netflix for the fifth time. So it's almost like the parents they go away from Netflix and then they say, well, maybe Netflix has something positive, and then they go back and then they, you know, get that thing thrown into their face again, and then they disconnect it again. And then they said the parents are going to have to get serious about their turning away from Netflix because this is going back and forth is not doing.
Well, it is an interesting point, Johnny, because at what point does the walled garden, everything that looks so enticing, when does it stay enticing? Back to your AI stuff, a lot of people really believe in this thing. Uh, Man, it's
Some of the women they got AI boyfriends because they want like a mean boyfriend. I mean that is so crazy. And then
And
I
those
guess
desktop AI friends.
Yep,
desktop.
desktop AI. In
Yeah,
fact, it's actually opened up new vistas for the blind. Copilot through Atlas and all kinds of crazy stuff has really made it to where it interfaces a lot easier with the screen reading software. So even if you don't have the Premiere stuff like JAWS, you can use non-visual
yeah.
desktop access and do pretty good. Narrator, Windows Narrator even.
And
So it's
oh,
pretty cool.
also I heard of something else stupid, and I'm thinking about like just carrying around a piece of paper to disclaim what I'm hearing. So I was talking to this black guy who lives in our building, and he says, and then he was talking to somebody else, and it says when they reopen the government, that's gonna take Donald Trump out. I'm thinking like, why is it gonna take Donald Trump out? I've got to figure out it's the Democrats are doing it. So I'm just thinking like just carrying around the fact sheets, uh,
Mm.
papers, and then just when I hear something stupid, just give them the sheet and say, my number's at the bottom. Call me when you figure this out.
Well, that's interesting
You guys
because
see Elon Musk?
On you.
I don't know
What?
if it's true or not. Elon Musk purchased ABC.
I
What?
knew he was in talks to try to do that. I did not see that he actually was able to
I
pull it off.
seen it on Facebook this morning. So Facebook is real, so you got to trust it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, speaking of real things, Three Eye Atlas is on its way. The aliens are gonna probably not be invading anytime soon because there is no intelligent life down here.
Yeah, yeah, nothing to be probed,
Yeah,
and
nothing to be
prodded.
probed, nothing to be prodded. Yeah, exactly, dude. So,
Yeah.
hey, where do you want to go today, Johnny? We're in the Innervision
Um,
FM universe. It's our Friday, and Spark Good Foundation. Let me stop here for a second.
round it up.
Round it up using your Walmart purchases. When you go in there, look up Innervision and put that in as the nonprofit that you want to support. The reason why you want to do that is our website is under construction, so
Oh,
we're gonna
man.
need your help. And the best way to do that is to send us your pennies on the dollar. And got a couple of days left on Krispy Kreme. We're done with that one, huh?
Yeah, that's going to be done this Friday, and
Yeah.
then we can cash in to see how many donations we got from that thing.
Right. That's right.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody who fed their faces. The donations go to a really good cause, especially given the fact that SNAP benefits, well, SNAP benefits are gone for November anyway for a while. We're working on trying to feed ourselves. Wouldn't that be cool if 70-90% of the blind and low vision, otherwise disabled, were employed and the food crisis got solved? Stay tuned.
So they said, well, and speaking of that, they said 13.5% of the American people are on this food stamp thing. And I'm talking to this guy, his name is Bill. He's 87 years old, and he loves to argue. And and so he said, I can't believe that 42%, 42 million people are on food stamps. And I said, and I just know he just loves to argue. So I looked it up. So whatever it translates into 13.5%. When it first, of course, I told you guys yesterday it was 1%, when it started out in 1965, and it just growed and growed and growed. And I keep hearing this TikTok. It says, and these women are saying, it's up to you, taxpayers, to feed me. And I'm thinking, like, what? What rock did you climb out underneath, man? It's
Now,
like,
here's what's interesting, and I know you know this, Johnny, but remember back in the day when we didn't, as blind people, get anything in food stamps hardly? $8 or
no,
16 bucks.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, well, the crack whore down the street was getting her hundreds to feed her family.
yeah. I
I
thought that was
mean,
so weird.
that was so weird. And I figured, well, that's the way it's always going to be. So when the pandemic took place, man, I got to say, I got used to it. And I knew I would. I knew I
Oh,
would. I was like, man, maybe I ought not to take these food stamps for a rainy day. But then I found out, and this is something that people don't know, once you get a certain amount and or they haven't been spent in a certain amount of time, they got the power to just take them away from you. So
oh man, they won't
there's
let
an
it roll
interest.
over.
Well, they will. They will. But like, let's say you get up to $6,000 or something crazy like this, right? And you haven't spent them because you're being frugal. They'll be like, "Well, geez, you don't need them, do you?" So they'll yank them.
Shh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, well, speaking of 1965, The Who came out with their album. Oh no, it was their single, My Generation.
I
My generation.
I
Yeah.
sing that every single time I go up the stairs and it's like 30 below outside. I'm like, I hope I die before I get old. Well, one day I sang that and one of my roommates is like, ah, dude, you're already there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that kind of. And then one of the members of the Allman Brothers was
When
in.
Almond died.
Yeah, in a
Yeah,
motorcycle
yeah.
accident. And I'm thinking like, you know that song Leader of the Pack?
Yeah.
Even let's see, I think after I put together, I kept that song kept hitting my head like, that's when I feel for the leader of
That's
the
the
pack.
Shondells. Is that the
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, the Shondells. Yeah.
So hey, so I guess that that's following along with the theme of so Dwayne Allman, that was in 1971. So
I was born in 71.
yeah, so he was going out and you were coming in.
That's right.
So
That's right.
and then so Hughes lost to Southern Rock there.
Mhm.
1983, the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. It was on number what?
Oh, it was number one for a long.
491st week on the U.S. Billboard album
Yeah,
chart.
yeah,
Yes.
and it stayed up there for a long time. I'll tell you what.
That was such an awesome album.
Oh golly,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
remember.
remember my friend Wayne, he turned me onto that album and then I went and got the one, the wall, that had the wall in it. And I would listen to that over and over and over again. And then I introduced it to some friends, and then they started listening to it, and
When the wall was out, I was in the Navy, and my friend that I played guitar with on the ship, or he was in our squadron, we did the song called "Hey Sluggo, Leave Them Squids Alone." Our squadron master chief, we called him Sluggo.
Sluggo.
oh man, oh shit, oh
Leave them
man,
Uh,
squids alone.
two
uh,
album set, a 2 album set. So you had a lot of things to say.
I tell
Yeah,
you, speaking of albums, don't forget to check out Never Derailed. It's Mike Johnson's latest, and it's on Apple Music, among other places. Apple is one of our best friends today because they're
mm.
paying out pennies on the dollar. So go ahead and
S-
support Mike Johnson and Never Derailed. He's got some other
yeah,
albums out as well.
yeah, and Jovi. Now I was hearing about he and another used to be member of the band d- didn't like each other, and so they wanted him to come back. Was it Sanborn or uh, who was he's having a feud with that? I guess this other member of the band. Sometimes they would be getting on the plane, getting ready to go on tour, and he just wouldn't show up. Right?
Wow.
He's like
And
Neil Young.
Neil Young would do that kind of stuff too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was always in and out, like Buffalo Springfield, and then Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, and then they took Young out, and then it's back in, then he's out, then he's back in. They said he just wasn't dependable.
Oh man. So hey, okay, can you go figure? Like, yeah. So anyway, these two guys, Bon Jovi and the other guitar, and I guess other members of the band would have to cover for his parts, and uh, and so I
Well, it
don't know,
is
man.
interesting because they were all professional singers. They were all professional backup singers.
Hmm.
Obviously, they could handle the lead stuff as well. And John Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora, I think, was the
The
guitar
Samboy,
player.
yeah, he's the one that was giving them problems.
Uh, well, Richie Sambora was definitely a good guitarist, but with that's oftentimes the ego happens. So
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like Eagle
Ego
in
has
it.
landed.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ego has
Yeah.
landed.
Oh,
I love it,
oh
dude.
man.
Hey,
So.
what's your out there in the Innervision FM universe? If you're a
hmm.
musician or recording artist, we want to hear from you. What's your comment? Go ahead and toss that down below
You
for
can
us.
tell these guys probably didn't read the Bible because he's talking about how many times should my brother offend me? And I go back and I forgive him. It says 7 times. And it's just says 70 times 70. So they probably didn't read that part of Matthew.
Right.
Didn't
So it's,
understand it.
yeah, I didn't understand it. It's like, but
Also, only have to do it
hmm?
70 times 7. That's
Well, I try not to take offense anyway, because
4,900 or then you don't have to forgive them anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
I try not to take offense anyway. Fences are too heavy.
Yeah, yeah. And then let's see, it was something else I wanted to, oh, I guess he had a throat operation too on
Yeah.
his leg, was it leg? And so he had to recover from that, and I guess he added some more dates onto the tour.
Wow.
So you will be seeing John Bon Jovi in a city near you. And
Yay.
I don't know if he's going to go to the little cities, because
You know, the guy out of the 80s that I really liked was Johann Sebastian Bach from what was the band's name? I don't remember what the band's name was.
They did More Than Words. Faith No More. Nope, that's not it.
well,
Faith No More's a good band though. I like Faith No More. Sebastian Bach.
oh, we're having brain fog right now.
Brain fog. Hey man, if you got it down there in the comment, man, just go ahead and toss it down there. Hey,
Yeah.
wow, what a good way to wind down and get ready for the weekend. Wow.
And before we get into, I don't know if I would trust doctors with my vocal cords, man. I mean, gee, because it's easy to mess it up than to fix it up.
I used to work at a place, and this lady had her larynx removed, and there was a sort of voice box thing that she had to use.
Yeah,
That was interesting.
I know a guy that had one of those. I mean, yeah, that was back in the 2000 when I was working at the Supreme Court, and he would come in and he would have this voice box, and we have to touch touch the throat, I guess, to work the button or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
To touch.
that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So, so now, okay, here's a wild one. A truck
Wow.
crashes on the highway in Mississippi, and a bunch of experimental monkeys, got escaped,
Yes, we will.
and I guess instead of like, and I love that they like to use these nice words. They had to euthanize some of the monkeys, and it's almost like I just don't like it when they get like someone or something that can't communicate. It's just so easy to give it a nice name like euthanize, abortion, or unlive or whatever, and they give them this nice generic names.
Well, we
I'm
shot him
thinking
in
like,
the head.
huh? They shot, yeah, they gonna say they shot him in the head. Like pretty much that's what they were doing. And what was it like? So this is what they had shot these monkeys up with: herpes, hepatitis C,
Yum.
COVID, and I'm not sure. There might have been a few other things. So anyway, they're shooting these 40-pound. They call them rhesus monkeys. I don't know if that was just a joke.
No.
Yeah.
They're a type of monkey. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then
like Planet of the Apes, they use the chimpanzees, but that's not what they experiment with for this stuff. It's rhesus monkeys.
Right.
That movie back in the 80s, Epidemic with it had a rhesus monkey in it that caused a big thing in Oregon.
Yeah. So
Dustin Hoffman was in it.
So these poor monkeys, they're locked up in a cage. They see their way to freedom, and they took it.
Right.
And I guess they have a few of these like little monkeys down in Florida, which these animals don't come from America, right? Somebody got them here, and then somehow one got out, and they just they learned how to survive in the wild. So it's like
I would like to read.
Oh, and with only two minutes left in the show, give us your comments about what you think about the torturous things that they do to these rhesus monkeys, and of course the beagle thing with Dr. Fauci giving the grant to see what would happen when flesh eating flies would eat you alive. It's like, I don't know how that's going to help anybody.
You know, it's interesting, Johnny, that you bring that up because the beagle situation, everybody is up in arms about. Monkey situation, people kind of sort of take that as a matter of course that they go ahead and do the testing on the primates. And for whatever reason, we're okay with it. And they're supposed to be like a step under us. You know, we're supposed to have 98 point whatever DNA. Uh,
Close show.
interesting,
Yeah,
interesting
I
stuff.
just think that if it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
So it's like, yeah, it's somewhere in one of these laboratories they're doing these weird things, and a lot of people that I know that went vegetarians. I mean, they watch these films about how they butcher the animals, and they said,
Right.
oh, I can't be a part of that.
That's how
So
my aunt went vegetarian. She had a birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to my aunt late.
uh,
There we go. She's a vegetarian. So
right.
Skid Row
So-
is the band name.
huh?
Skid Row, man, I like Skid Row. Sebastian,
Bach.
I guess his name is Sebastian Bach.
It is, yeah.
And
He,
what
he
is
got
it?
in all kinds of trouble because he said the gays that got the um
Vaccine?
no they developed what was the gay the AIDS and stuff
Oh,
that
AIDS,
All the
yeah.
deserved it.
monkeypox and all that,
They
impox.
deserved it. So he lost his
Wow.
name with that.
Oh, no, no,
Wow.
no. Oh,
Oh
my.
man. So
My.
he went off the rail.
Yeah,
Oh
he
man.
sure did. Sure did.
Yes.
He went off the red. Don't forget to pick up Never Derailed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. It's our Friday, so we're going to go and I'm going to drink coffee until I can't drink anymore, man. I'm going to get all lit up.
Oh yeah. So hey, we appreciate you guys. And the next time you see, either the government will be open. Somebody, hey, should we do a bet? Okay. Some people are saying it's gonna last for the next 2 weeks. And some people say like it's gonna last for the next like 4 weeks. So should we do a over or under?
So
So
yeah,
like,
let's
Shutdown you're
go ahead
talking
and do
about?
that.
huh?
Let's go ahead and do that.
Government shutdown you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So shall we do it over and under?
Yeah, we'll do an over and under. I say
Over.
it's not going to open at least till after the 21st because that's the extension that they had the CR to go under anyway. So after the 21st of November, some additional things come into play
Mm.
that were not available. And since the thing was under a sunset clause anyway, due to expire in December, it could be that they may just try to hold out until after December hits. Who knows?
Yeah, and I just like the craziness of the Affordable Cares Act, and it was only affordable because we subsidized it.
Yeah.
It
But
wasn't affordable
It
standing on
wasn't
its own feet.
affordable. Even
Yeah,
with the subsidies, it wasn't affordable.
right. My medical bills doubled under it. I'm
Yeah.
still paying back from some
That was
stuff.
part of the reason I moved here.
Right.
Like,
All
I
right,
couldn't
you
afford
guys.
it.
All right, we're gonna close it out. Have a fantastic weekend and
See you
hit those
guys
food
next
banks.
week.
Huh?
See you guys next week.
Oh yeah. See you guys.
Yes.
See you.